In the early 1980s, if there was a strikeout at Marklight Stadium, chances are it was by number 26, Neal Heaton. A number 1 draft choice by the New York Mets out of high school, he came to Miami when Ron Frazier got some recruiting help from an unlikely source.
When he was down here in Miami, I took him over to the quarterbacks big banquet they have every year, and they named the professional football player of the year, the college football player of the year, and the professional football player was Bradshaw, a great quarterback at Pittsburgh. And of course, I talked to him and I told him we're trying to recruit this guy. He's a great baseball player. So Bradshaw said, "Okay, coach." So he really worked on him, and I think that I really would like to take all the credit for recruiting Neal, but I think that Bradshaw had a little bit to do with it. He was very awed by this great player.
With his overpowering fastball, Heaton made an immediate contribution for the Hurricanes. Former pitching coach Skip Bertman remembers.
And I remember just before his first game, and he took the mound against Georgia Southern for the first time, and Ron looked over to me and he said, "Well, Professor Higgins, is your student ready?" And I'll tell you, Neal was ready. We didn't do much for him. He was ready when he came. He was ready when he started with the Cleveland Indians, and he's ready now. He's a winner in every way.
In 3 seasons, Heaton went on to dominate the opposition and the Hurricanes record book. 18 victories in a season, 42 in a career, and 381 career strikeouts, including 23 in 1 game against Indiana State.
It was a Nolan Ryan type of performance. Naturally, he was throwing hard. He located the ball well. The other team had so many accolades afterwards. It was obviously the best pitcher that they had ever seen.
But Heaton's preparation for ball games began long before the opening pitch. Stadium announcer Jay Rokeach says Heaton had a recipe for success.
When he woke up in the morning, all he thought about was pitching that night. The first thing he had to do was get a plate of spaghetti because he had to have his carbohydrates to pitch. Guy loved to eat. I mean, give him a good meal and then put him out on the mound, and he would be right at the top of his game.
Just 1 year after leaving Miami, Heaton was in the major leagues with the Cleveland Indians. He's played for 5 big league teams over 11 seasons, and in 1990 became the first former Hurricane ballplayer to be named to the All-Star team.
A lot of young ball players talk about the big leagues, and you know that it's just a fantasy with them, and it's a dream. But with Neal, you believed him. You knew, and I knew that Neal Heaton would be a major league ball player, and he did too.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the University of Miami Sports Hall of Fame, the Heater, Neal Heaton.